The Calgary Flames are unfortunately not in the NHL playoffs this season. However, their AHL affiliate Calgary Wranglers have started their best-of-3 series against the Tucson Roadrunners in the Pacific Division playoffs for the AHL and the Calder Cup. And after one game, there is a Flame, or I guess Wrangler in this case, that is absolutely insane, and that man is Dustin Wolf. His performance was absolutely spectacular, and it will have Flames fans absolutely fired up. And in this video, we will take a deeper look into all of those numbers. But first, I'd like to welcome you to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here and you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe because less than 20% of the people watching are subscribed. So if you want to stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around the Calgary Flames, then make sure you join the fastest growing community of Flames fans on the internet. We would love to welcome you to the Flames Digest family. But like I said, I mean, there's no reason that we need to justify this more, as if we didn't know this already. But Dustin Wolf is insane. Yes, he is probably the best goaltender the AHL has ever seen in terms of numbers, stats, accolades, wins. The only thing he's missing, of course, is the Calder Cup. But after yet another amazing performance, Flames fans will be begging for him to be the #1 goaltender going into next season and the future. And a lot of people will be wanting Jacob Markstrom to be traded. But let's take a look at last night's Wrangler game. So they won 2-0. Not exactly the best hockey game, but it actually ended up being pretty fun. You know, for only a 2-0 game, there's quite a bit of offense, over 80 shots total between the two teams. And while Calgary did have 35 shots, they didn't muster the most offense and they really, couldn't get it going. But that didn't matter because Dustin Wolf, as you see there, 46 shots by Tucson. The Arizona Coyotes, or I guess the Utah, whatever team they'll be called, their affiliate was not able to beat Wolfie last night, and it gave the Wranglers a commanding 1-0 series lead. Yes, that's the way it works in the first round of the playoffs for the AHL. The goal scorers, Cole Schwindt, who came up and played for the Flames a few times this season, got it going in the second period, and that was really all they needed, assisted by Klapka and Pelche, a couple other guys who came up to the Flames this season. And then Coronado very patiently outweighted some Roadrunners defense and scored the empty netter for the insurance goal for that 2-0 win. I mean, it's good to see that potential Flames players for next season are getting involved, but really, the man who stole the show is the first star of the game, which was Dustin Wolf. 46 saves on 46 shots. Yet another shutout for his playoff career. He won the Wranglers that game last night, and really all he needs left to do in his AHL career is absolutely put the Wranglers on his back and carry them to a Calder Cup, carry them to the championship. And honestly, they have the potential to do it. The Wranglers weren't the best team in this regular season. They only won one game in the regular season of April, as they were shuffling around lines with new players coming in, whether they were playing junior hockey or in the NCAA or up at the Flames level, and now are down back in the AHL. But either way, it seems like something is going on here, and it's great defensively and great for the goaltending. But let's talk more about Wolf here and take a deeper look into his numbers. Now, we'll start by looking at his numbers at the AHL level because, as I say, they are arguably the best an AHL goalie has ever had. And so in his parts of 4 seasons between Stockton and Calgary, he is absolutely just incredible. I mean, really. Other than that first, few games with Stockton in 2021, his save percentage has been over .920 every season. And you look at the total record there, 97 wins compared to only 32 regulation losses with a 20 combined, just 9 losses in, I thought that was shootout, but it's actually shutout. He's got 11 shutouts in his regular season career in the AHL. Insane numbers. You drop down to the playoffs there, and it gets even better in terms of shutouts. 5 shutouts in his 23 career games played in the AHL playoffs, the Calder Cup playoffs. That is insane. That's better than once every 5 games this guy is getting a shutout in the playoffs. I think a lot of people remember that last year in Stockton when the Wranglers were really good. The Flames were also very good in 2022, and it was quite magical. Unfortunately, ended pretty much the same way the Flames' season ended that year. But wow, his numbers are just stunning. If you look at his regular season totals for save percentage, it's at a .926 with a .329 goals against average. He is something special, to say the least. And in the playoffs, it almost couldn't get any better. It's just too bad that the Wranglers / Heat hadn't been able to bring it all together and win those games. But his save percentage is actually slightly higher. The goals against average is also slightly higher, which you don't want. But either way, those numbers are just absolutely, just honestly, they're just mind-boggling, to be honest. Now, we as Flames fans can say, that's great. I'm so glad he's doing so well at the AHL level, and he's giving the Wranglers a chance to win the Calder Cup. I want the Stanley Cup here in Calgary. I want the Flames to have success, and I want Wolf to be the man to do it. We all want that, so why can't his numbers translate to the NHL? Well, it's a small sample size so far, but here are his numbers at the NHL level so far in his career. In total, he has played 18 games, only has 8 wins, and 0 shutouts. He was oh so close to a shutout in the final game of the season this year against San Jose. Pospisil took an unfortunate penalty, and the Sharks scored with about 9 seconds left in that one. But the numbers, the goals against average is a lot higher at over 3, and he has a sub 900 save percentage. So it's great that he can do it at the AHL level, but we need him to do it at the NHL level. Now, he did not have the best team in front of him over the past couple weeks of the season, and maybe that didn't help his numbers, but he was still getting wins and ended the season with a 7-7-1 record. So hopefully, he can gain even more experience, even more confidence through these AHL playoffs. Let's say the Wranglers do win the Calder Cup or at least make the final. That will give Wolf all the confidence in the world, because so far, I know it's just one game into the playoffs, but he is carrying them, and he's absolutely insane. And Flames fans, you should get excited about this Wranglers run, because they have a team that has so many players that could be on the Flames roster next season. A lot of people will say, well, thanks, Captain Obvious. That's what your, farm team, your affiliate is for. But I'm talking, there's lots of players on this team that could be on the Flames next season. There should be a lot of roster spots up for grabs. Now, let's get into some unfortunate news, and it is that Bob Cole, the legendary announcer, has passed away today. One of, if not the most iconic sports, especially hockey, announcers, broadcasters. He unfortunately passed away at the age of 90. I personally I'm getting slightly emotional, honestly. To me, he is what hockey was growing up. I'm quite a bit younger than a lot of the viewers on this channel. I wasn't around for the 89 Cup or anything like that. But he is still the voice of hockey to me for my youth. And whenever I think back to, Saturday nights watching CBC, watching Hockey Night in Canada, he was the main man. And it's very unfortunate that he has passed away. But what a legacy he is leaving behind through his narration, through all of the memories he made for any young hockey fans. And I give my condolences to all of his loved ones, his family and friends, and anyone who, grew up loving hearing his voice and loving the game of hockey. Rest in peace to Bob Cole. Now let's finish this video on more of a positive note, and let's get into the comment of the day. And this one again goes with the potential on-ice reunion that the Flames are maybe having. That was reported a few days ago. And yesterday I looked at a comment that talked about Johnny Gaudreau and then sending him to San Jose. Now today it's different. This one's from Mike Hirsch, 9075, and he said, Gio back for one day to retire a Flame. Now, this isn't necessarily an on-ice reunion. However, it would be just such a heartfelt and warm welcome to Mark Giordano if he were to sign one more day and retire as a Flame, because look, he was absolutely amazing for the Flames, won the Norris Trophy, but it does look like his career could be over. He can't even find a spot on the Toronto Maple Leafs right now, and I think it would be best if he were to retire, and it would be great if he were to sign one more day, get that captaincy back, and then he can retire as a Flame where he spent so many amazing years. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you like what you saw here today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.